Hello, this is Matthew Robert Payne, and this is prophetic blueprint for David. And I just pray that this will bless you. I used to do like 30-minute blueprints, but I've only got really the energy for about 15 minutes these days. Hope this really blesses you. Um, I've never done this before in 200 or 300 blueprints, but I believe that because of the first point of this blueprint, I just recorded a video today about being God's friend. And I really think this suits. I really think you could get a lot out of the video, and it really describes what being God's friend is. So I've got 9 points uh, for your blueprint. And the first one is God wants you to be his friend. And I put friend of God in about a third of the blueprint. It's the most important thing, the most important function that you can have is be a friend of God. And um, I sense that you're a beautiful person, and you really care about people. You've got this shepherd's heart. I noticed you had pastor such and such in your Gmail, so I assumed that you're a pastor. Um, I believe you've got a heart of a shepherd, and you've got a heart that feels other people's pain, and I feel that you're really empathetic, and I sense that God wants to start a two-way conversation with you and really draw you close to be his friend. Um, the second point I have for you uh, is that I feel God has called you to be a teacher. So not all pastors can teach, have a teaching gift, but it seems that you have a teaching gift, and I can see you writing to Elijah List and uh, writing on Identity Network and writing prophetic pieces and information, scriptural information on those e-zines. And I can see you also being used. You may not have started yet, but I can see you being used to making YouTube videos and having a YouTube channel. Um, and I really feel that outside of the pulpit at church, that you could really be used as a teacher and really encourage a lot of people. I know I'm just a prophet, and I haven't got credentials, and so it would mean a lot more to people. I feel to have like a pastor teaching on YouTube, and for people to know that you're a pastor. That's if I got your email right and you're actually a pastor. Um, so I can see you writing articles in Christian e-zines. I can see you doing YouTube posts. Um, I can also see you uh, being used to uh, do things in long form. So I can see you uh, writing books and being used to write books to teach things. Sometimes you can have 2 pages in an article. Sometimes you need 100 pages to bring forth the message. Sometimes there's a 5-minute message. Sometimes there's a 2-hour message. And the 2-hour message is a short book, or a 4-hour message is a short book. So I can see you really exercising the teaching gift. If you operated as a friend of God, if you operated as a pastor, as you are, and you operated as a teacher, you will have fulfilled a lot of your ministry calling, and you would touch a lot of people. Point number 3, and I'll have all these points in the description tag underneath the video, and you can just refer back to them from time to time. I see you being used as a mentor slash coach slash discipler. So I can see you. It's this comes out in many people's blueprints. And they're just someone in a congregation, and they're a mentor and a coach and discipler. But as a pastor, this is what you do: you coach people, you mentor people, and you disciple people. So it's part of your pastoral gift, but it's just described in a different way. You could, I'm just adding something. You could also say that you'd be used as a counsellor. Uh, uh, so I sense that there's going to be quite a number of people that you coach and you mentor and you raise up yourself, um, and people are new to the faith can be discipled by you. The fourth point I can see is God's raising you up to be a seer. So you'll be prophetic. You may not be a prophet, but you definitely be prophetic. And I see you having visions and dreams that can be interpreted. I can see you meeting saints from heaven. I can see you meeting angels. I can see you having visions of Jesus, visions of heaven, having like a visionary, seer-like lifestyle. And there's a good book by James Gold called The Seer, and I encourage you to get that book. It explains 12 types of different prophets, and perhaps you'll see yourself in some of them. Um, and I can see you operating in that. Um, Point number 5 is I see you a trainer. I see you doing online video classes, um, and operating that as a business, and being a school. Um, there's a famous teacher who has a whole lot of uh, classes. Just trying to find him. I think he's on my favorites on YouTube. Sean Boltz has video classes, and he's can be used. Kevin Zadai, yeah, I'd encourage you to check out Kevin Zadai, and check out a couple of his classes, because I can see you doing a similar thing. He offers like a university uh, uh, degree, sort of, through his classes, through a collected work. I can't see you maybe doing that, but I can see you running and teaching professional classes, and people paying $50 or $100 to do each class, and I really sense that you've got the professionalism uh, enough to do that, and I can see it as a source of income for you. Here's another thing that that I can see you do. I did this myself um, for a while, for a couple of years. Um, I can see you starting a Facebook church, um, a Facebook group church. So I can see you starting a Facebook church um, with the members of your original congregation, and them members inviting their friends, and I can see you running like a church with 10,000, 15,000 people in it, and have a whole lot of admins, and it takes a lot of work, but I can see you running this large Facebook church and investing time into it and pastoring a whole lot of people. Um, so that's different, but I've done that before, and I know that the Holy Spirit leads me to write these things. Perhaps you've considered it before. You start a Facebook group, and then you invite all your friends, and then you tell them in a description to invite their friends, and it'll soon grow. Um, takes a lot of work. You perhaps you could buy a book on how to run a successful Facebook group. Perhaps you could talk to me over Facebook chat, a Facebook video chat, and we could talk about it. Uh, Point number 7, I can see you becoming like a prophetic evangelist, um, and I've got a book called Prophetic Evangelism Made Simple, and I'll put the name of the book um, on the sheet here. Um, so the book Prophetic Evangelism explains, Prophetic Evangelism Made Simple explains what it is to be a prophetic evangelist. I can see you doing outreach and touching people's lives in a real beautiful way through prophetic evangelism. And I don't lead many people in the sinner's prayer. It's just to plant seeds in people's lives, and you may choose to lead people in a sinner's prayer, but I don't do that very often. But I just touch people's lives with the Spirit of Jesus. Um, Point number 8, I can see you being used as a connector. A connector is a person that just puts people together, introduces people to people. So one of your people in your church may need a web designer, and you know a good web designer, website designer, and you put him in touch. Someone with a website may need SEO done on their website, um, uh, and you may put them in touch with that. Someone may need to use ChatGPT, and you may put someone in touch with a person who's very good at that. So I can see you being used all the time, connecting people, connecting needs to people who can fulfill the needs. And this just comes naturally to you, and it's one of your spiritual gifts. It's one of the things that God has called you to do. So all of this will keep you pretty busy, but I've also got point number 9, a possible podcast. So I'm not sure. I'm really not sure how you'd start a podcast. You just start to interview people. You'd grow a YouTube channel to start with, and then just start to interview people. And I think as you develop like great intimacy with God, that you'd reach a stage where you know quite a few people, and you've got a great relationship with God, and you are able to get them together to speak on a podcast. Um, so I'm just putting the link to the video about being a friend of God in the description tag. So you sound like a really beautiful person, and I it was great to do this blueprint for you, and I encourage you to get in touch with me if you want to talk about any aspect of this, but I'd certainly appreciate your feedback. If you're a member of YouTube, I'd appreciate a comment on under the YouTube video. God bless you.